Hello guys, a very good morning to one and all present here. This is Amrit Kaur welcoming all of you to the platform RR 24/7 English Medium channel. And guys, a very big apologize to all of you because guys, he has started very accurately on time and I thought I'll be reaching on time only. But then due to this traffic and due to this parking issue, I really got stuck and we had to delay the session. I'm really sorry for that. First of all, can you please make me aware that I'm visible and audible to each one of you? Please tell me guys. नहीं class पक्का होगी because I see you generally know I am the person who will never miss your class, right guys? Class तो होगी, like since I took the class in my that sick condition, I will surely take the class and session now as well. So chalo, are you all ready? Shall we begin the session with very good morning? So Udit, I think you have heard my whole story, whatever I said just right now. Alright, so we'll be covering up the very important article today, and today we have two articles over here if we talk about. And what are those two articles? One is about the monkeypox here, which is telling us about the unpacking a conundrum on the potential severity of the monkeypox. First article is this over here. See, I am not able to analyze over that how many students are there right now. Please quickly tell me guys. Right, so first part is over here in front of you. The second one says is about the, so if we talk about this particular part, you all are aware what is about monkeypox. We did an article few days back over this only. Can you please share it on the group and say that it is live? We are live here. Kindly just do that guys quickly. So when it says unpacking a conundrum on the potential what? On the potential severity of the monkeypox. Potential severity. Conundrum is what? We have done this word before. We have done this word before. What do you mean by this particular word called conundrum? Conundrum means a very big problem. So you are unpacking a problem here on the potential severity of the monkeypox. This is something which they are trying to convey here, right? So the authorities must communicate the potential severity of the monkeypox. They are saying the authorities, the higher authorities, they must communicate. उनको बताना चाहिए कि क्या severity है इस monkeypox की. If this is a disease, if this is a pandemic, if this is an epidemic, you have to tell us and make us aware. The authorities are supposed to make the people aware what exactly it is. क्या potential severity है, क्या इसके फायदे हैं, क्या नुकसान है. Of course there are no फायदाs, there are no benefits of this. So whatever the problems are there, what are those specific problems, the authorities must communicate. उनको बताना चाहिए. This is something which has been clearly conveyed over here. Clear to everyone? Shall we move forward? So Preeti, Udit, Princey, Muskan, Shreya, all of you, I believe you guys are here. Yes, परेशान करने वाली बात है. Yes, Udit. So you know that. चलिए, the next one is बच्चे language as barrier. So आज हम केवल article ही करेंगे. We'll be doing the article because of the shortage of time since we started late. And language as barrier. On making the mother tongue the medium for the higher studies, they are both pluses and minuses in making mother tongue the medium for the higher studies. Now you all know. Now they are saying language as a barrier. So whatever is the mother tongue of a kid, if your mother tongue is Assamese or if my mother tongue is Punjabi, so for me or for you guys, how this is trying to tell बच्चे कि language as barrier, language एक barrier का काम करेगा, एक रुकावट का काम करेगा. कब? On making mother tongue the medium for the higher studies. So there are both pluses and the minuses in making the mother tongue the मीडियम फॉर हायर स्टडीज. मदर टंग को हायर स्टडीज का मीडियम बना देने के लिए लैंग्वेज विल एक्ट एज अ बैरियर. सो क्लियर टू एवरीवन टिल हियर? एनी डाउट्स, एनी क्वेश्चंस टू एनीवन? Okay. Shall we just read it quickly from here? So now what do you understand? Chalo, let's just read it. Please give it a while. Now again you are understanding so many good things here. Home Minister Amit Shah last week. So you will be understanding who is the Home Minister. Again, I am sure you were aware of, but it is a GK question, so you will be revising this particular thing over here. Very, very good morning, bache. Very, very good morning. Quickly make sure you're reading in time because this is something which is very important. So I'll be just logging in for all of you right now so that you can read the full article. Otherwise, you won't be able to read full article if I do not log in. So very, very important part is to log in here. Perfect. Now you will be reading the full article. Chalo guys. Clearly, I think it is visible also. Quite readable, visible. मैथ्स रीजनिंग ऑलमोस्ट हो गई. इंग्लिश के लिए कुछ बताओ. ओके, सो दिनेश सी, फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल आई मस्ट ब्रिंग इट टू योर नोटिस. इंग्लिश के लिए वी आर डूइंग दिस वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट थिंग, दैट इज द हिंदू आर्टिकल. राइट एवरी मॉर्निंग Monday to Saturday. Apart from this, 11 o'clock. So the reason of this Hindu is that आपका reading comprehension, आपका vocabulary, आपका grammar, आपकी sentence formation, बहुत कुछ इससे increase हो जाएगा. And it is an English medium channel solely and purely. So again, you will be very good at learning your English. Second information here is that, my dear, 11 o'clock a proper grammar series is running on the same channel. Then 1 PM one vocab session is happening, and then 4 PM एक IBPS clerk का ही बैच चल रहा है. So all these things are very important. If in case you are connected with the sessions, I am sure you will find a better version of yourself. And Preeti and Princey here will share the Telegram link with you. I share the PDFs there, right? If in case you're a new student, I am quite sure this session will be very helpful for you. Now बच्चे प्लीज देखिए इसमें क्या लिखा है. The call home by the Home Minister Amit Shah last week for the engineering, law and the medicine to be taught in the Indian languages is a war intentioned one. मतलब क्या है ये? What are you actually figuring out कि होम मिनिस्टर ने यहाँ पे ऐसा क्या रूल निकाला, ऐसा क्या उन्होंने बोला, what he conveyed, क्या कॉल निकाला. उन्होंने बोला भाई कि जो होम मिनिस्टर अमित शाह जी ने हमारे लास्ट वीक ही बोला फॉर द इंजीनियरिंग, लॉ एंड मेडिसिन, ठीक है, so to be taught in the Indian languages is a well intended one. His stand in a sync with one of the focal points of the national education policy, which is NEP, which is again you guys are very, very aware of. The promotion of the Indian languages is in the higher education. The NEP provides for more higher educational institutions. Programs is the higher education to use mother tongue or the local language as a medium of instruction. So उन्होंने यहाँ बहुत clearly बोल दिया कि try to use, and you not try, you will be using your mother tongue and the local language only as the medium of instruction. So he has clearly said it here. So besides, बजाय की बावजूद besides offering programs bilingually, मतलब he could have done it bilingually, but उन्होंने वो option नहीं लगाया. He said it will be either a mother tongue or the local language of the particular state. So the rationale behind Mr. Shah's call is that 95% of students, उनका क्या motto है इसके पीछे? Motto ये है कि 95% of the students who receive the primary education in their mother tongue should not be left out in their pursuit of the higher studies. क्लैरिटी टू ऑल ऑफ यू, मतलब कुछ तो समझ आया यहाँ तक, तो उसके पीछे रीजन क्या है, व्हाट इज द एजेंडा बिहाइंड दैट लोकल लैंग्वेज और दैट मदर टंग. द एजेंडा बिहाइंड दिस लैंग्वेज इज दैट कि शुरू से द स्टूडेंट हैज read or understood something in the local language only. So in that case the higher studies must be in the same thing, like in the mother thing. So in recent years, if you want I can give you a while to understand also this particular thing. Okay. Please read it. In recent years, the substantive measures, talking about the substantive measures. Now, what are substantive? We have done this word in the Hindu also, and 1 PM session also. So, one thing which is the military law, which is the law here you can say is called as the substantive. So, something which is having a very firm basis or reality. That is called the substantive measures. So in recent years, the substantive measures have been taken to make the engineering courses available in the Indian languages. If the statement by the Union Education Minister Dharmendra Pradhan in the Lok Sabha in December 2021 is an indication. What is it saying? कि recent years में जो भी firm basis और reality measures हुए हैं, they have been taken to make what? क्यों लिए गए हैं? To make the engineering courses available in the Indian languages. So whatever the engineering courses are available, to make them or to provide them or to make them available in the Indian languages, these things have been done here, right? To the statement by the Union Minister. So, Dharmendra Pradhan in the Lok Sabha in December 2021 is an indication effective from 2021 to 2022. The AICTE granted approval to 19 engineering colleges. देखो बच्चों जो चीज़ें हमारी जानने वाली हैं, that is very important. I will be sharing all those things over here. कौन सा PDF प्रीति? Which PDF are you talking about? Please बताइए. कौन सा पीडीएफ की बात कर रहे हैं, प्लीज जरा जल्दी से बताइए. तो यहाँ पे क्या है, द AICTE इन्होंने क्या ग्रांट किया बच्चे, अप्रूवल को ग्रांट किया. टू होम? टू 19 इंजीनियरिंग कॉलेजेस. कहाँ पर? 10 स्टेट्स के अंदर. सो दिस ग्रांटेड, दिस अप्रूव्ड 19 इंजीनियरिंग कॉलेजेस इन 10 स्टेट्स फॉर हैविंग द इंजीनियरिंग कोर्सेज इन 6 इंडियन लैंग्वेजेस. नाउ दिस सेज टोटल 6 इंडियन लैंग्वेजेस में हो रहा है ये 19 इंजीनियरिंग जो है कॉलेजेस जो है 10 स्टेट्स के अंदर. तो 19 कॉलेजेस, 10 स्टेट्स और 6 लैंग्वेजेस. देखो ये फैक्ट्स एंड फिगर्स जानने बहुत जरूरी है, ठीक है. द काउंसिल हैज ऑल्सो डेवलप्ड एन AICTE ट्रांसलेशन ऑटोमेशन AI टूल that translates English online courses in 11 Indian languages. Wow, isn't it wow, great. So ठीक है guys, this is information, this is a good thing, a positive thing for all those students, those who were not able to take the exam because of the language barrier. So for those students in which the language barrier was there, so you will get it Preeti, right after the session I will be sharing that. Okay बच्चे? So when I say, ध्यान से प्लीज इसको समझिए. आर यू ऑल एबल टू अंडरस्टैंड गाइज? एक फैक्ट समझ आया, 19 कॉलेजेस, 10 states and 6 languages. ये हमने अभी एक फैक्ट एंड फिगर निकाला है इससे. देन बात हो रही है यहाँ पे स्वयं एन ओपन course platform, open online course platform for the central government. What is it? Open online platform है स्वयं for the online courses. किसका? To the of the central government that has been offering some popular courses in Indian languages too. Wow. Let's just read. So the import of this is that the goal of covering all the sections as far as the higher education is concerned should become a reality. So, but it says, but at the same time, one should not gloss over the exercise not having yielded results. Now, please understand what is it trying to say. Tamil Nadu, for instance, for example, के लिए Tamil Nadu का example they have given here. So, Tamil Nadu, for example, the bid to impart engineering education through the Tamil medium has not created any impact despite the principal political players using the language as a political tool. So, being Tamil, for example, they are saying here the bid to impart the engineering education through the Tamil medium. So, herein Saurabh Rajput, very good morning, bache. Okay, so this is saying उसने कुछ भी create नहीं किया. This hasn't created any impact despite of the principle of political players using language as a political tool. So in the yield of law, before the subject is taught in the Indian languages, the central government should try to impress upon the judiciary to allow these Indian languages in the court proceedings. So this is something which is again very, very clear. But you have seen hardly few words were there like inference, instance, substantive, then conundrums. We read it above. So all these words, there are less difficult words. The paragraph is quite easy, quite good. See, the first one was anyways related to the monkeypox. So I thought let's just choose this language as a barrier passage or the article for all my students, right? Clear to everyone here. So when we talk about while there is no need to haste making the education material available in the Indian languages. So here in Indian languages there, again language as a barrier is there. If we talk about Tamil Nadu, then despite of using the Tamil language, they were not really happy with what exactly they have provided there. The approach and the methodology. Now this methodology should be discussed threadbare by the policy makers. So whatever approach they have used, whatever policy they have used, that should be that should be discussed threadbare by the policymakers and the educationists without the political pressure or the interference. Now, interference is this: there shouldn't be any political pressure, there shouldn't be any interference. अरे मॉन्की पॉक्स है क्या? सो अगेन दिस इज समथिंग बहुत चर्चा में है, बहुत चर्चा का विषय है ये मॉन्की पॉक्स. सो दिस इज अगेन अ डिजीज, बट वी ऑल प्रे दैट इट शुड नॉट बी एज फेटल, इट शुड नॉट बी proved as an epidemic. If we talk about, or you all know, COVID-19. So in that context, it shouldn't be like this. But then this is a request. This is people's request to the higher authorities to please make things very, very clear, guys. This is very important to make the things clear. See, we should be aware that, you know, there are some drawbacks of this or not, so that people are prepared. So people are prepared for that. This is why they are trying to tell that please make sure things are very clear. ठीक है, clarity to all of you. अरे, where did it go? Okay. चलो, यहाँ तक we have read it very, very nicely. Where were we, guys? Here. ठीक है. So what approach, what methodology they had discussed here? So materials available in the Indian languages, the approach and the methodology. So whatever it is available in the Indian language here, what are they trying to say? That particular approach, wo approach or wo methods that should be discussed threadbare by the policy makers here. This is saying that the education is without the political pressure or the interference. What should be made obvious is that the use of the English wherever desirable. So wherever it is necessary, it is desirable, the use of English shall be there, should be retained with no aversions shown on the government that it is a foreign language. So it shouldn't be shown that it is a foreign language. The things should be very, very clear over here. Right? Any doubts to anyone till here? So if you talk about aversion, aversion means what? Aversion is a hatred. When you have created a feeling of hatred here. Right? Aversion shown in the grounds that it is a foreign language. It should not be out of the place to highlight the issue about what? About the standards of the quality teaching of the Indian languages. Of course, in schools they're talking about. So if Gujarati, they're talking about if Gujarati or Hindi or even Tamil students have been found to fail in their public examinations in the language papers, there is also a point, even if they try to fail in their paper, there is a point of diminished employability outside the region of the languages. So this says if the government is serious in taking forward its stated position of creating the higher education access to certain sections. So my dear, very beautifully they have tried to explain one thing over here, saying that how the language barrier is trying to help them. Right, saying how the language barrier is trying to help them over here. So very, very beautifully they have tried to explain this passage over here. Any doubts to anyone? Any clarity? Any questions? Anything which is, coming in your mind right now? We read it about the language barriers. We read it about how many different states, different languages, different colleges. How our Home Minister Amit Shah ji sir has taken some of the rules over here, has taken some of the actions over here. So all these things were very, very nicely depicted. So all right guys, as you know, today the session started little late because I was probably stuck today and then there was some parking issue and all. So I really apologize once again at the end of the session. So I have chosen directly the article here. Probably now it's time, the time is over and the other class is yet to begin. Yes, so I will bring some special session since IBPS PO is out today only. Today only I'll do that session. Do not worry. I'll be back very soon. Right guys? But do not forget to miss the class sharp 11 AM for the grammar series. Thank you and I'll see you all guys. Take care. Take care guys.